Hello, it's Kadesha. I'm back with another video. I'm like, what is that? Oh, me and my stuff. Let me get this. I'm like, what is that bag? It's funny how I notice everything when I turn the camera on versus before. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that. Didn't notice that. Okay, and this trying to embarrass me. I don't have time for this. Anyway, so I want you to know that you were made perfect by the Creator, the perfect Father. And sometimes we, of course, are in a world where there are beauty standards. And so we think, oh, well, if I don't look like this, if I don't dress like that. And I'm not saying that you don't have to, you shouldn't dress as nice as you can or look the best way you can. I'm not saying that at all, but we can't get caught up on that because as the temptations, I think there's temptations, yeah. Beauty is only skin deep. And once we work on our insides, we will flourish on the outside. And that may come with beautifying or making things look a little bit different than what they were before. But let us not get caught up on making the outside look such a way that we're not working on our insides, which is very, very important. So, I had a reason as to why I'm making this video. And I was talking to someone and they were talking about a feature that they were like, oh, I wish this would do this. And it just made me think about it. And then someone else come and it was like, but that doesn't look bad. You look fine. And it just goes to show that, of course, we all are, what's the word? Oh my goodness. I know the word I'm looking for. Influence, yes. We are all influenced by the things around us. And it's more so now that we have social media that we get to see people from different parts of the world. And we start to think that we're supposed to look like them, or if we don't look like them, something's wrong with us. And it's just like, no, you were made perfectly in the image of God. And we want the inside more to reflect that than the outside. But it's like I said, nothing wrong with beautifying the outside. Nothing wrong with that at all. But let's not get so caught up on it, because the same thing that you don't like about yourself, someone else will love it. And I think I have a video on this. I can't remember the name of it because I think it was like super far. It's like probably a year or so old, where I was talking about my smile and how I did not like my smile, but I always smiled like big. Anytime I smile, because that's just my smile. That's how the Lord created me. But I did not like it. But of course, now I did get braces. So that's why I said ain't nothing wrong with doing some things to enhance your beauty. But it's just like, don't get so caught up on that, because even when I did not have braces, people always comment on my smiles like, it's something about your smile. And it's the Lord who created it. It's nothing that I did. I was born with it. So it's nothing that I did to make people like it. But it's just like I said, the thing that we are more or self-conscious of can be the same thing that someone just actually loves about you. And it has really nothing to do with you, but just who made you, which is the Creator. So I just want you to remind you that you were made perfectly. Nothing wrong with enhancing beauty, of course, not at all. But don't get so caught up on it that it causes depression. It causes people to go under a knife when everybody's looking on the outside. It's like, you look fine. And that's a whole nother thing, because we have seen here recently where people are passing away going under the knife. And it's just like, man, is beauty standards that strict to where we feel like we have to do this or have to do that or have to look this certain way? And if you can, to each their own. But it's just like, if you can't, know that you're perfectly made and God loves you more than any. We get so focused on like, oh, okay, somebody doesn't like me because of this. And it's just like, but God loves you. And once you know that God loves you and realize like it's a reason why you're here, He wants you to be here, we will stop getting so caught up on what the world has to say about how we look. And I hope this encourages you. Just a reminder for myself, for me to not get so caught up on what other people are doing, what other people are saying, because it's just like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's just like, you're perfect the way that you are. If you want to do certain things, do it. But let it not be pressure from the outside world that's making you want to do that. So thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa cambio que quieres ver en otros, bumalaga na comida. Until next time, bye.